21, the median mortgage was $1,682. That's including taxes and insurance. Putting 2 children through child care, $1,600 a month. 2 used cars off of the lot, $400 a piece per month. That's $800 in total. I have gas at $180. I have student debt for one person in the household at $300 a month. Power at $149. Food at $650. Again, a young family, formula, all of that. $137 for your phone bill and $400 for your health insurance, giving you a total in 2021 of raising a young family in America and a household at $5,888 a month.
That's still a lot of money.
2024, the median mortgage is $2,660, including insurance and taxes. Putting 2 children through child care is $2,300 a month in total. Used cars, $900 a month in total. Gas, $410 for now for both of those vehicles. Student debt, $400 for one of the people in the household. Power, $198 per month. Food, $900 per month. Again, young family. Phone, $150 per month, and health insurance up to now $500 a month, giving your total monthly expenses for getting started with a young family in America at $7,368. Raising a young family in America in 2021, it would have cost you $70,656 a year. Following the same exact metrics, just now 3.5 years later, you'd be paying $18,416. That is almost an $18,000 increase in what.
Let's round it up to the nearest 10,000. That's an extra $20,000 you gotta earn 3 years later for the same exact thing. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Andy Matrix. I'm back with another video, and today we're gonna be looking at the the depressing topic of the cost of living. It's not stopping. It is not stopping whatsoever. It's going to keep going and going and going and going and going until one day, a freaking sandwich is going to cost you like $50. It already costs like what, $12? It's a sandwich. We're going to reach the point where a sandwich is going to cost $50 one day. And when that happens, oof, it's going to be the end of the world. Jesus is coming back. How about that? Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the next.
Of one of my videos. So I saw somebody in the comment section of one of my videos. It might have been the cost of living video.
No way.
So anyway, this person said in Georgia that the minimum wage is $7.25 an hour.
No way.
That's kind of right, but not. Georgia's state minimum wage is technically $5.15 an hour.
Get the hell out of here, man. That's what somebody in like India or in some other country like in Latin America, that's how much money they would make. $5 an hour. That is crazy, bro. In Georgia? Because I know, like, I looked it up. The federal minimum wage is $7.25. That's like, nobody in America is going to wait for $7 an hour. Maybe 12, maybe 13, but not $7. That amount of money goes away in groceries really fast.
Yes, you heard me right. $5.15 an hour. Let me add some perspective to this.
No way.
When I was in high school, many moons ago, I worked at McDonald's. And this was over 30 years ago. Mm-hmm. I made $4.65 an hour.
30 years ago, getting paid $4 an hour. That shit has not changed.
In 2025, the state of Georgia's minimum wage is $5.15 an hour.
In Texas, it's still $7.
So how did the person in the comment section come up with $7.25 an hour? Well, Georgia's minimum wage defaults to the federal rate, which is $7.25 an hour. Mm-hmm. So then I had some downtime and looked up the cost of living in Georgia. So for a single adult in Georgia, they need to make between $45,000 to $99,000 a year. This includes food, clothing, shelter, and transportation. That figure came from the MIT Living Wage Calculator. The calculator has housing at $883 a month, food at $469, and transportation at $448 a month. Now, other expenses, including healthcare, came up to $37.70. Is it just me, or the math isn't mathing? So what can you get for $5.15 an hour? I just can't believe that's Georgia's state minimum.
Absolutely freaking nothing. There's nothing in America. Maybe in another country, maybe in Latin America, Asia, you can live off of that. But in America, $5 an hour, dude, you're dead. Like, might as well just live off the government at that point. What the freak, dude? That is that. I had no idea. I had no idea.
Today versus the year 2000. Childcare is one of the things hitting people the hardest. In the year 2000, it was $6,000 a year for an infant. Today, it's closer to $15,000. Although in higher cost of living areas, I've heard of people paying $20,000 a year or more. In-state college tuition was a relatively affordable $3,500 a year in 2000. Today, it comes in at $11,600, so it's more than tripled. But has the quality of education tripled? $163,500 was the median cost of a home in the year 2000. Today, it's over $410,000. A new car was $22,000 in 2000. Today, over $47,000. A health insurance plan for a family of 4, not including what your employer covers, was $6,400. Today, that same healthcare is almost 4 times more expensive at $24,000 a year. And if you're planning on getting married, that would have cost you about $20,000 in 2000. Today, $36,000, ballooning over 80%. With the takeaway being, you gotta be smarter with your money these days. Invest every cent you can because the cost of everyday living is only...
Yeah, it's only gonna go up, people. Better save your pennies.
So let's review. Today we got a huge...
Wait, hold on.
Tariff inflation is here and it showed up strong, so let's review. Today we got a huge jump in wholesale inflation, which measures the cost of goods and services purchased directly from producers. Economists were expecting a 0.2% month-over-month change, but instead we got 0.9% month-over-month.
Take a quick look at some of the categories that had the biggest price increases. These are food, wholesale electronics, and some of the financial industry.
This is definitely not good news for the September rate cut situation. We're still likely to get a 25 basis point cut, but the 50 basis point cut is probably not going to happen. Again, this is because inflation is now going the wrong way.
I really like this point from Stephen Stanley at Santander. He says that there is more coming in terms of tariff-related price increases. I think he's absolutely right. I think it's just now starting to show up in the data. My microphone died, so we're going without. Markets were okay today. They started off in the red, as you can see right here, but we actually recovered some ground towards the end of the day. Some earnings and company news. Tesla launched their robo-taxis in New York City. Their stock was down about 1% today. Interesting news surrounding Intel. If you'll remember last week, Trump called for the CEO to step down because of his past ties to China, but it looks like now he's looking to actually get a stake in this American company to try and boost and bolster America.
Yeah, so it's just not good overall, not good. And the tariffs are just doing so much damage. There's people. It's not just the tariffs that's messing up, but a lot of people are losing their business due to the tariffs, due to the I made a video about this before, but tourism in America is going down because who the heck wants to come here anymore, right? So there's people in like Florida and other states that are losing their business because their business is so reliant on tourism. So imagine that. So losing business, businesses closing down, prices going up. It's not helping anybody.
Going through the Chick-fil-A drive-thru right now, and it's just me. My kids are grown, and I got myself a Cobb salad. No egg, no bacon.
Okay.
Not a fan of the egg and bacon. I got myself a small frosty lemonade. So a frosty lemonade and a Cobb salad. $30.
Yo, for real?
What in the world?
How much was that lemonade?
I don't know how I would have done it if I would have had my kids now. Because
She has to be in California.
Cannot do it when it's just me and I'm ordering just a salad for myself. I mean, I can't even imagine if I had my kids in 2025, my little kids, and trying to go through a drive-through. I really am sending blessings to all the parents out there and all the single moms.
Yeah. It's just getting harder.
The cost of living 1972. Back then, a brand new home went for around $27,600 and a cozy 2-bedroom apartment rented for only $165 a month. Gas.
$165 a month for an apartment? Damn.
was just 36 cents a gallon, less than $6 to fill even the biggest tank. At the grocery store, a few dollars went a long way. Bananas were 12 cents a pound, peanut butter 79 cents a jar, and a package of hot dogs 55 cents. A half gallon of ice cream was 88 cents, pound of cheddar cheese $1.29, and a box of saltine crackers only $0.49. A six-pack of Coke 59 cents. Household essentials felt sturdy, built to last. A $29.95 rotary phone, a $135 black and white TV, or a $55 Polaroid camera for instant snapshots. Entertainment had its own magic. Movie tickets cost $1.75, a vinyl record album was $5.50, and a pack of baseball cards was just 10 cents. Drive-in theaters were packed on summer nights, and the first home video game, Pong, was making headlines. 1972 was the golden age of analog America. Life was...
I don't want to hear boomers talking shit. You see, they complain about millennials and Gen Z. Oh, you guys are lazy, right? Right here in the 1970s, like an apartment was $170 a month. And I bet you that most people, they were making what, $5 an hour, something like that? Right. I think $5 an hour, if I'm not mistaken, in the 70s. Or like $4 an hour, if I'm not mistaken. But like, you know what? Frick it. Let's do some math right now. Let's see. Let's bring out the calculator. $4 an hour in the 1970s, and that's 40 hours a week. So times 40, 160, right? Times 4 weeks. So in 1 month, 640. So then minus 170. That's $470 you got in your pocket, and then you only need, like, according to what he was saying, you're really only going to need like $30 for groceries. $30 for groceries, man. People had it good. I don't want to hear these freaking boomers talking shit about Gen Z and millennials. Oh, we worked so hard. You didn't work hard. You were born at the right place at the right time, asshole. Anyways.
How are we supposed to survive and live as humans, parents, adults? I dropped my son off at preschool this morning, and the director came up to me and he handed me a new pamphlet for this year and a paper, and he was like, our tuition is going up. Sir, what do you mean? I already pay $190 a week for him to go Monday through Friday, 7:30 until about 4:30. The price went from $190 to $265. I'm gonna show you so you don't think I'm lying. $265. Wow. This tuition is almost as much as my rent. This is why moms don't work anymore. It is cheaper to stay home and take care of their kids.
No, moms are definitely working. There's a lot of single mothers out there. I think since you're married, you chose not to work, which is good.
Contemplating life anymore.
Wow, man. And that's going to be it for this episode, everybody. Well, save your pennies as much as you can. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I don't think this is going to get better anytime soon. It's probably going to take like 3 to 4 years until Trump gets out of office. That's when things will get better. Right? In 2028, we got 4 more freaking years. Whew. And because a lot of damage has been done to the economy. So much damage has been done to the economy. I don't know, man. I don't know how we're going to end up as. But anyways, whatever your thoughts are, make sure to comment below, like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. It's your boy, Andy Matrix. Godspeed.